Welcome to this little video clip of my portrait that I'm working on for my portrait class in April. I'm using some Giraud 50, which is a nice red color to add color to the cheeks. I've already put in the base coats, as you can see, and I've added her beautiful blue eyes. So now I'm starting to add more colors and refine what I'm doing. We build up the color till we get it exactly the way we want. I put in the red color for the cheeks, blending it with my finger, and if it's too strong then I blend over it with another Giraud to get it to blend perfectly into the skin tone. I'm going to add 436 now as a shadow color to her forehead. So we're going from middle tones to dark to light tones. So I'm adding that shadow. Looks a little strong now, but it'll look better. So I'm going to add some under her eyes and around her nose. I love using Girauds. They're buttery soft. I always use them in my portraits. Make for beautiful, beautiful portraits. So I'm putting a little bit on her nose. I do have a couple of seats left in class. If someone's interested, let me know. It's almost full. I'm continuing to build up the darks now, still using the 436, adding a little more on the forehead, going a little bit darker. It's always better to go darker slowly. You don't want to add too much color because it's really hard to get it off and get it like you want it. So I'm adding darker color as I go along. Getting up under that hairline. I think some people forget that hair casts a shadow on the forehead, so you don't want to miss putting that in. And now I'm adding some purple, a light lavender color in the shadows where it's cooler. It just adds a lot of depth and dimension. Well, now we're going to work on the mouth with some new pastels. I think I'm using a 383 coral, and I'll use 416 as well for the darker areas of the lips. The upper lip is usually cooler and than the lower lip because it slants in, so it's in the shadow, and the lower lip catches the light, so it has some little highlights. So we'll want to add the highlights with lighter colors. I'm going back to my favorite blue pencil, Carbothello 430, to add some shadows around the mouth, some cool shadows. It's important to pay attention to the warm and cool areas of the face. So now I'll just let you guys watch for a while. I'll be back in a minute. Now we're going to add the light areas of the face. We finished a lot of steps to get to this part, but now it's time to add the light. So I'm using a warm Giraud on the sunlit side of the face, which is the left in this case. It's a 346, I believe. I'm adding it to the side of the nose and along that cheek. I'm going to switch to some smaller new pastels in a minute where I can get in there a little closer. It's important to use warm lights on the warm side of the face and cool lights on the cool side of the face. So now I'm using a new pastel peach to get into the little area up under the eye. Excuse me. And further define the lights on the forehead and on the side of the cheek. I love new pastels. They're good for about everything. Defining that nose. Once we start putting in the lights, it just makes the face come to life. So we want to use a cool color on the right side. So we continue refining and tweaking what we're doing and getting it just right. That's what makes portrait work so much fun. The portrait just comes to life. So I'm using a cool color now. I'm going to go all the way down the side of the cheek. I hope you've enjoyed this short, small demo. There are a lot of steps in between to get to where we are. And next time we will start adding the hair, her beautiful hair, nice curly hair on top. So enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and that you'll share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time.